Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Grandstand here on 7 with another big day of racing coming up from around Australia, and of course the main event at Moonee Valley here in Melbourne this afternoon is the John F. Feehan Stakes, and a great day of racing at the Valley. The first event there getting underway at 12:30. We'll also be covering racing from Rose Hill in Sydney, Morfettville in South Australia and Eagle Farm up in Brisbane, just to update you on the track conditions at all venues. At Moonee Valley the track is good and the weather is fine, the penetrometer reading 3.79. At Rose Hill we have a fast track for racing there today and a fine day. And at Eagle Farm the track is fast and the weather is fine, and just checking my form guide here for the track condition at Morfettville, it's fast and fine there as well. So not too many worries as far as the punters are concerned today, hopefully, and let's hope there are lots of winners right throughout the day. The first event in Melbourne, as I said, coming up at 12:30. Your commentator for race 1 is Wayne Wilson, so let's take you up to Wayne now for his call of race number 1 on the card.
Set. Racing, Love Duet began only fairly. Now I'm Ready began quickly, and Machine Gun out wide came out fast. Angel Street getting back with Smiles Angel, and Rama Rebel didn't begin all that well, about third last on settling down 1,200 metres out. Now I'm Ready, the leader just in front of Fleur's Luck, pulling a little bit in second spot. Love Duet is a length and a half away third on the inside, followed by Put It Together and Machine Gun caught wide. Machani running about 7th on the inside. Westville picking up ground but out fairly deep, but moving up into about 4th place. A length further back then to Grand Atami, Rama Rebel, full of Blarney. Then Angel Street and Smiles Angel at the rear. Heading down the side, 750 metres to go. Plenty of pressure on up front. Now I'm Ready, the leader, but joined by Machine Gun. Fleur's Luck is still there in the middle, only a neck behind those joint leaders. A length then to Westville, who's 4th on the outside of Love Duet, Put It Together. Then Grand Atami, Machani over on the inside. A length to Rama Rebel, giving the leaders quite a start as they straighten up. Then Angel Street, full of Blarney and Smiles Angel, 450 metres to go. Now I'm Ready, the leader. Love Duet's got a beautiful run on the inside and goes through to join them. Machine Gun is on the outside. Machani working up behind those leaders. Will need a touch of luck to get out from there. Grand Atami and Put It Together on the outside, and then Rama Rebel. Plenty of chances. 200 metres to go. Machine Gun just in front of Now I'm Ready. Machani's got the run on the inside and is flying home. And down the outside, Put It Together. Machani burst through, grabbed the lead and has got the money. Machani first, Put It Together second. Now I'm Ready third. Then Rama Rebel, Grand Atami, followed in by Smiles Angel, and then Machine Gun. Further back, Love Duet, who weakened a little bit at the end. Followed home by Angel Street, Westville, and the last two in, Full of Blarney and Fleur's Luck.
Right, the numbers on the first event in Brisbane, 9, 7 and 2 as called. The winner Machani, second placing to Put It Together, and third Now I'm Ready. The winner should pay $2.55 and 85.
Lights on, away they go. And they've jumped in a good line too. Casanora is one of the early leaders out wide, getting away quickly too. Over near the inside is Ranchita. Tennessee Vane has dropped back to the rear of the field. Casanora has gone back. Hot Shoes up about 4th. Cindy Who, Ranchita settled down. Length and a half, Hot Shoes, followed by Mary Be Quick. 2 lengths away, Oh So Smart. It's in a bunch with Pride of Helios there, and on the outside Has making some ground. Now let's see, Casanora's 3 lengths away. Tennessee Vane second last at this stage, and Proud Show at the rear. Up by the 600, Cindy Who, a half to Ranchita the inside, a half to Hot Shoes. 2 lengths Pride of Helios, and they're followed on the inside by Mary Be Quick. Behind them is Has. Pride of Helios to the outside, Casanora commencing a run, and Tennessee Vane running on. As they came to the home turn now, Ranchita went through on the rails, took the lead from Cindy Who. Hot Shoes pulled out 3 deep. Here's Tennessee Vane. He's riding this at Treat Hall, and it and Casanora coming quickly. Ranchita clear, however, into the straight. Tennessee Vane under the whip out after it. Casanora struggling. Ranchita in front. Coming at it is Tennessee Vane, who's finishing better. Tennessee Vane got up the Ranchita, and it's going to win despite a big blow in the betting. And it's won by a length, Tennessee Vane. Ranchita second, 4 lengths away third, Casanora. Hot Shoes disappointing 4th, then Cindy Who, Mary Be Quick. Back behind those horses, Pride of Helios. They were followed then by Oh So Smart, and Has. Well back in the field is Proud Show. It's going to finish last. It was a pretty good run, that Tennessee Vane.
Ranchita 80, third Casanora 85. The Quinella paid $3.90 and the trifecta $50.40 for the numbers 1, 2 and 3 in race 1 at Moonee Valley. Mother Duck, the last one to come forward in Sydney, goes into the barriers, and the 9 runners are all set for the running of the Questing Welter handicap over 1,200 metres. Starter is on the platform. They're all in the stalls. Here's Ian Craig for his call of the first.
Off, Mother Duck on the outside, away pretty well. Casino Club jumped nicely, and so too did Tungsten Lad, and then Rhodey Rouge and Raffaellini behind that group, and then making a little ground Pleasant Flight. And a length and a half further back now comes Casino Club losing ground. Black Valley the outside, and Last Noble Player. Mother Duck spears across from the outside to lead a length and a half Tungsten Lad. Vainglorious third at the 800, a length and a half further back Pleasant Flight, 1 Raffaellini, 3 Rhodey Rouge and Casino Club, and 2 to Black Valley, and ahead to Noble Player. On the side by the 700, Mother Duck sped away, and at the 600 she leads by 7 lengths. Second is Tungsten Lad, a length away. Third Vainglorious, then comes on the outside Pleasant Flight over Raffaellini, and a good gap to Casino Club. Can she maintain this memento, Mother Duck? She straightens up at the 400, 6 lengths on Tungsten Lad, and then Raffaellini and Vainglorious down to the 250, and Mother Duck's rider Mel Johnston has a look. It's still about 5 lengths clear on Raffaellini, followed then by Tungsten Lad, and on the inside Vainglorious, but Mother Duck at the 100 metres. She's 4 lengths clear. Noble Player running home fast on the outside. Mother Duck is shortening stride, but hangs on to win. Mother Duck, I feel, has just beaten the fast finishing Noble Player. She pinched it, Mother. Third home was Casino Club, and then Rhodey Rouge and Tungsten Lad, followed by Vainglorious, Raffaellini, and the last 2 were Black Valley and Pleasant Flight.
Well, that has absolutely staggered into win. Number 7, Mother Duck, from number 9, Noble Player, and 6, Casino Club. And Noble Player was coming about 4 to Mother Duck's 1 in the last 30 metres or so. And we'll be able to see a close-up view of the finish here. Here's Mother Duck. Noble Player still not there, but watch it fly in the last little bit, but it's just failed, and about a half head in it. 7, 9 and 6, and the winner to pay.
Well tried, In Control, coming in on the TAB to $1.50 and 75 for a 50-cent outlay. Only a short run, wouldn't be more than 100 metres to the first hurdle. And there's one getting toey, Provo. He's let them go. Provo missed at a length or 2, fighting for his head, but the riders trying to ease him out as they race towards the first hurdle. No pace on. In Control goes up out widest of all to take the lead. In Control goes to the lead as they run towards the second one, from Mysticado getting up on the rail. Spear Mahal between them. Arboreto next as they go over the second, from Anchor Out and Regal Dan. Or Provo jumped that awkwardly, very awkwardly indeed. Kua Prince biding his time at the tail of the field, with Provo getting behind him now. Out of the straight they go, and the leader is In Control and has control. About a length and a half to 2 clear of Spear Mahal between Arboreto and the grey Mysticado the rail. A length and a half away then to Anchor Out as they go to the hurdle at the 2,000, followed then by Regal Dan, then Kua Prince, and after being given a bit of a shellacking, the other one, Provo, is chasing the field and catches after them. They work on the side and go to the crossing at the 1,800, where In Control has control, a length in advance of Arboreto, who's racing deep. In the centre, Spear Mahal, and down on the rail is Mysticado. A length and a half ridden quietly today, Regal Dan off the pace, and then came Anchor Out, followed by Kua Prince. There's no pace on, and Provo has caught them without much trouble. Packing along the way to the hurdle at the 1,600 metre mark, and a few of them let go at that. And here In Control has been joined now by Regal Dan, who's gone up to him and puts the head in front. They go to the next one, and Regal Dan just the leader, with In Control getting up on his inside again. Then Mysticado and the stablemate Arboreto. Off the track around them, Anchor Out, 2 to Spear Mahal, ridden a patient race. Or Provo made a heck of a mess of that again. The rider hailed a cab, but he stayed put, and 3 to Kua Prince, who lost a bit of ground. So they worked down the side, and the leader, Regal Dan, testing In Control of the 1,200, a length and a half then to Arboreto, Mysticado, and Provo's caught them quickly to go around them. He stirred him right up, and the horse is going to the lead now. From Spear Mahal, and Kua Prince is joining in. Over the next one they go, and back towards the towers, Anchor Out with those. At the 1,000 metre mark now, Provo and Regal Dan In Control, a line of 3. Then came Mysticado, 3 or 4 away to Arboreto, followed then by Kua Prince, Anchor Out, and Spear Mahal. 800 hurdle coming up to them now. In Control went for it. He got over it too nicely. 2 in front of Mysticado, the inside. With them on the outside there is Regal Dan, and there's another one deeper on the track, Provo. 10 lengths to Arboreto, who's giving ground. Kua Prince running on pretty well, but he needs to, and Spear Mahal's not in the race, and 4 lengths away to Anchor Out, but In Control has control at the 400. He's 3 in front and going well. Mysticado holding down second. Kua Prince is running on doggedly out deep with his great finishing burst, and battling away Provo and also Regal Dan over the second last one though, and the leader is still in control. Out wide on the track, Kua Prince coming with Provo and Misty Cardo, then Regal Dan and Arboreto, but it's still going to be in control. He has complete control, in control. He's 3 in front, getting tired, but will get home from Kua Prince. Third, Misty Cardo. Fourth, Provo. Then Regal Dan and Arboreto. They were followed 15 to 20 away by Spear Mahal, who didn't fire, and Anchor out back with him at the tail.
Numbers as called by Ron on the first at Morfordville are 3, 1 and 6. The winner number 3 in control. Second number 1, Kua Prince, and third number 6, Misty Cardo, 3, 1 and 6. And the winner in control should return $1.70 for the win, 65 for the place. Second, Kua Prince, 70 cents. And third, Misty Cardo should pay 85 cents. Numbers are 3, 1 and 6. Race 1 at Morfordville in Adelaide.
Forward with Venetian Dancer, No Jacket, Miss Vaslav, then Copperer. Russian Dancer back worst in midfield on the outside of Lady Buck. Sharp Lass picking up ground, followed by Whiskey Honey, and Martha My Dear is last. Planet Ruler the leader, coming around the bend. 450 metres to go. Planet Ruler straightens up nicely clear. Kick 2 lengths in front. Kristen in second place, then Highly Excited, followed by Copperer, then Venetian Dancer and Russian Dancer. 250 metres to go. Planet Ruler raced away from them, leads by 3 or 4 lengths. He's gone for the whip on Planet Ruler. There's only one possible danger, that's Venetian Dancer. In fact, there is no possible danger, as Planet Ruler is spearing away from them and is going to the post to win it by 6 lengths. Planet Ruler first, Venetian Dancer second, third Copperer, then Lady Buck, followed in by Russian Dancer and Kristen. Further back in the field, Ms. Vaslav, Sharp Lass, then enlisted. Well back was Martha My Dear in company with Whiskey Honey, Highly Excited. And the last one home was No Jacket.
And the Brisbane numbers are 2, 7 and 5. Planet Ruler, the winner. Second, Venetian Dancer. Third, Copperer, the winner to pay $3.15 and $1.15, Planet Ruler. Second placing, Venetian Dancer, to pay $1.60. And third, Copperer, number 5, to pay 90 cents.
Now, in the Cumberland second division, field settling in the stalls. Just waiting for the all clear. There's the light. They're ready and racing. And Lady for a Day's missed it a couple of lengths. Luck Alive bounced out in front on the outside and is the early leader. Postage Due began well with My Red Rower, Impasir and Thatchmaker. A line of 5 settling down. 2 to Taffeta Bow, Twisted Logic. They were followed then Bold Lily behind them from Lucky Consort on the outside. Lady for a Day making up some ground. And Merrybank going around the outside but very wide on the track. And dropping out to last now is Lucky Consort. Dutton Star well back. Coming up the side now by the 600, and Luck Alive a neck in front of Postage Due up on the outside of it. A length and a half further back, Twisted Logic, Impasera hard-ridden, Thatchmaker losing ground, Taffeta Bow making up ground next from My Red Rower. Long gap further back, Bold Lily, who's struggling at this stage, coming up to the corner with Gippsland Ghost. Luck Alive's got away from Postage Due, which is struggling at the 400. Then Impasera, Twisted Logic, Taffeta Bow's weakened on its run, but Luck Alive shot away. It's got a 2 lengths break on the corner from Postage Due. It's under the whip, and then came Impasera, followed further back Twisted Logic, but Luck Alive clear halfway down the straight. Postage Due is battling on, but Luck Alive's got it well won and draws away to win about 2.5 lengths. Great battle for the minor placing, and Impasera got second, a nose in front of Postage Due third. Then Taffeta Bow, Thatchmaker, Twisted Logic, Bold Lily, My Red Rower. Long gap further back, Gippsland Ghost, followed by Merrybank and then Dutton Star. Lady for a Day was next and Lucky Consort last. Oh, it's bolted in Luck Alive. It's continued to improve with each run and has run 1/10 of a second faster than the first division today. Number
And the
4.
trifecta, 34.90, 431, correct weight, race number 2 at Moonee Valley. Runners at the stalls, Mother Duck number 7, $1.85 and 75. Second, Noble Player number 9, $5.80. Third, number 6, Casino Club, $1.45. The Quinella, $45.45. Trifecta, $383.70. Right, they're at the stalls in Sydney, but we can see the pictures there. It started in a chute at the 2,000 metres at the bottom left-hand corner of the track. And there doesn't appear to be too much activity out behind the stalls. They're all in. And let's go to Ian Craig for the running of the Ajax handicap over 2,000 metres.
Pick the jump up on the closed circuit television. They're off and racing. Look to be a pretty good start too. And they'll travel about 70 metres before we get them in clear view. And as they come into same, the early leader, Bold Star from Northern Realm. Greek Isles third and Sept Star fourth. Natural Habit moving up, and then Lonely Nights and Right Missile. A length the move closer, and Nakoma, followed by King of Gypsies, then Set to Go. Mountebank getting back to about fourth last from Pronboro. Wider out is Starboy, and last of all is Bushido. A bunch field around the first bend. Northern Realm, the leader from Natural Habit. Third, Bold Star tucked away on the rail, then Right Missile, followed by Sept Star and move closer. Two Nakoma, one Greek Isles. The inside Lonely Night shunted back a little, followed by King of Gypsies, and then Sabrino and Set to Go Pronboro. Mountebank third last from Starboy, and last of all is Bushido. 1200 to go, and Northern Realm sneaks away about 4 lengths on Natural Habit. A neck to Bold Star on the inside, 2 to the grey Right Missile. Ahead Sept Star the fence, and 1 move closer. Then Nakoma on the outside of Lonely Nights and Greek Isles between them. At the head of the others then, making a little ground, King of Gypsies as they go to the next bend from Sabrino. Set to Go Mountebank, and then Pronboro, followed by Starboy, and Bushido brings up the rear. On the side of the 750, and Right Missile giving chase to Northern Realm. 2 lengths to Natural Habit. Bold Star the inside, 1 Sept Star, 2 move closer Nakoma, then Greek Isles and Lonely Nights. Further back is Mountebank, standing the lead as a long start from King of Gypsies, then Pronboro, Bushido, Starboy, and 2 lengths further back Sabrino. Around the corner they travel, and on the inside Northern Realm is the leader from Right Missile. Natural Habit. Bold Star can't get clear from Sept Star. At a length the move closer, and Nakoma and Mountebank trying to weave clear. He's running about 6th at the moment. Down to the 200, and Sept Star races to a narrow lead from Natural Habit. Mountebank trying valiantly to push clear, and then Starboy. Sept Star in front, Mountebank getting out. Starboy on the outside, Sept Star in front. Sept Star's just won. Sept Star from Mountebank and Starboy, and then Bushido, Natural Habit, Set to Go, move close, and Nakoma. Bold Star, and further back in the field was King of Gypsies, Lonely Nights, and then came Pronboro. Greek Isles, a long margin off. Next was Right Missile, and then came Northern Realm, and last of all was Sabrino.
The winner, Sept Star, number 1, just holding on, ridden by K. Moses. Second, number 5, Mountebank, and third, number 13, Starboy, 1, 5 and 13. The winner, Sept Star, to pay $5.65 and 165. Second, Kua Prince, 70. Third, Mysticado, 85. Quinella, $1.65. Trifecta, $14.35. The numbers were 3, 1 and 6 in the first event in Adelaide. At the stalls for race 2, moving in, and there's champion, 310 and 90. The top weight Heroic Vintage, $4.05 and $1, and $4.40 and 85 for number 7, and that is Fran's Daughter. Now they appear to be just about set. Starters on the platform, just waiting for the light to appear on top of the gates for the 1,000 metres of the Look-Aloft handicap. Here's the light, there's Ron.
And away they go. The top one of the weights, Heroic Vintage, a little slow to begin with, Perrulla. Away slowly to True Champion. Al Rabi's jumped well, and so has Archivist, but Stella Matutina drives through the pack to take a slender lead. Stella Matutina, Archivist, Marwill and Al Rabi right on their hammer and deep. About a length and a half further back on the field, Flair's Hope running a nice race, and so is Fran's Daughter, though niggled at. Then Karen Kate. True Champion back with Lake Illoa. A long break in the field now to Heroic Vintage and Perrulla. Stella Matutina flat on the turn, led a length and a quarter. Getting through on its inside, Archivist, and Al Rabi was next. They were followed by Flair's Daughter. Fran's Daughter followed out deeper on the track then by Marwill, then Flair's Hope, but it's Archivist, the narrow leader at the 200. Stella Matutina under the whip responding, sticks on well, and now Al Rabi, who's racing a bit greenly, comes at the pair. It's Archivist, Stella Matutina coming again, and Al Rabi. It's Stella Matutina grabbed by Al Rabi. They get close together, but Al Rabi will just win. And Al Rabi gets home about a head to Stella Matutina. Third was Archivist. They were followed by Fran's Daughter, a good run. Making ground, bounding away is half-brother True Champion. Then Karen Kate and Flair's Hope not far away, Lake Illoa. Then Marwill, followed by Heroic Vintage.
A day in the life.
Starting time of 1:30. And we're just standing by to take you to Wayne Wilson for the Spring Hill Stakes over 1,323 metres. A field of 10, and there are no scratchings. They're racing. Here's Wayne.
The inside, Pioneer Valley dwelt just a shade, missed it a half length or so. Tater Town and Copper Flyer both came out quickly. Showing speed as Salesforce, and he's driving right up along the inside, and he hits the lead 100 metres after the start. King of the Galaxy pulling pretty hard in second spot, and lots of rulers looming up 3 deep to vie for the lead as well. Tater Town now drops into 4th place, a length into Copper Flyer. Pioneer Valley is back running about 6th on the inside, 4 or 5 lengths from the lead. Then Leon Norris, Prometheus, Light the Sky, and Sovereign Sales has dropped out 4 or 5 lengths last. 650 metres to go. Salesforce the leader. Salesforce 3/4 of a length in front of King of the Galaxy, and lots of rules still planted out 3 deep. Tater Town 2 lengths away fourth on the inside of Copper Flyer. A length and a half to Pioneer Valley, then Leon Norris, Prometheus, then Light the Sky and Sovereign Sales. Into the straight, 400 metres to go. Salesforce still the leader. He's almost a length in front of Lots of Rule. Then Tater Town, Copper Flyer, Pioneer Valley now pulled to the outside. He's starting to wind him up. He's coming after these leaders. 200 metres to go. Lots of Rule is the leader just in front of Salesforce. Pioneer Valley on the outside. Lots of Rule in front. He's looking the goods at the moment. Lots of Rule on the outside. Pioneer Valley and Leonoris. Lots of Rule just in front. They hit it, and he's won it. Lots of Rule has just lasted to beat Pioneer Valley. Only about a head in it. Leonoris ahead away third. Then Salesforce, Tater Town, Copper Flyer, Prometheus, Sovereign Sales, Light the Sky, and King of the Galaxy last of all.
Numbers will be 8, 2 and 1. The winner, Lots of Rules. Second placing, Pioneer Valley. And third, Leonoris. Numbers 8, 2 and 1. The winner to pay $2.20 and 90 cents. Lots of Rule. Second placing to Pioneer Valley, 75. And third, the top weight, Leonoris, $4.20.
Racing. Caught them as one. The prize fighter bounced quickly to the lead. He hit the ground galloping. Orlandi Star is second, a length to Rendu. Third from Bacassa Star of Daniel, Mr. Glamour, and a length to Mouton, who jumped an imaginary hurdle there in last placing. Orlandi Star went up and headed the prize fighter, is being restrained by Gauchi now. At the 700, a length away then came Rendu, a half Mr. Glamour, 2 to Star of Daniel, and now Mouton moving around the 500 to 1 chance Bacassa. Now the prize fighter pulls to the outside at the 600 and moves up to the girth of Orlandi Star. 2 lengths to Rendu and Mr. Glamour, and 4 lengths away Star of Danielle, Mouton, Bacassa. Coming to the turn, 300 out. The prize fighter under a good grip, the leader now. Rendu's going to be the danger, moving up on the outside. Orlandi Star and a length to Mr. Glamour looking for a split. The prize fighter led into the straight. A length to Rendu coming at him. Mr. Glamour can't get out. The prize fighter hanging out a bit onto Rendu. The prize fighter grabbed by Rendu. They're going together. The prize fighter, Rendu doing a bit the better and wins at a half head to the prize fighter. No luck, Mr. Glamour only got out near the finish, a half length away third. Then Orlandi Star, a gap away from Star of Danielle, Mouton and Bacassa last. Official placings for the Windara handicap. Judge calls for the photo. No doubt that the top weight Rendu, Mick Dittman, has won narrowly from the prize fighter, and a little unlucky Mr. Glamour in third placing. They've run 59.1 seconds for the journey. Rendu to get the result is by Voodoo Rhythm from Rendition, trained by Jeff Murphy at Caulfield, and it's battled on to win well.
$1.45 for the winner, $1 for the place. Number 2, the prize fighter, 65 cents. And number 5, Mr. Glamour, should in fact be no third tote dividend. The Quinella, $1.55, and the trifecta, $15.25. Only a field of 7 there in the third, so no third tote for Mr. Glamour. There it is, numbers 1, 2 and 5 after the running of race number 3. Well, we're coming up to the running of the third event in Sydney. Previous event there was taken out by the top weight Sem Star. Here are the closing. Outer Bank 75, Starboy 390. Quinella paid $10.55, trifecta $464.55. Still waiting on 1 or 2 of them to move in. About set to run. We're standing by to join Ian Craig for the running of this race. On the tote, number 4 is the favourite, Royal Handout, $1.90 for the win and $90 for the place, $2.50 for boasting. High Regard, number 2, $2.75, $3.50 for number 3, Star Sunrise. Number 7, Stimulus, is now $4.55, and they're the only ones under double figure odds. Abstinent number 10 giving a little trouble behind the barrier in Sydney for this, the third. The next event there, race 4, and number 7, Loving Devotion, is the scratching. And a field of 13 to run has gone up towards its spot. So we'll join Ian Craig for the running of the third event, the Sedapa Stakes over 1,200 metres in Sydney.
Overall purse, $50,000. Ready to run. Stimulus just a little edgy. Off this time, and Moral Victory slow to go. High Regard and Scandia with Royal Handout jumping well, and Royal Handout straight to the lead. Abstinent goes to second. Third posse is High Regard, then Scandia and Stimulus, followed by Tip of the Iceberg, Gala Echo. One further back in proceedings is Boasting, then Loving Devotion, Star Sunrise blazing in, Moral Victory, and tailed off is Thrifty Reserve down the side. They have 800 to go, and the favourite Royal Handout keen to go. He's pulling a bit. He leads a length. Abstinent 2.5 lengths away. Third is Tip of the Iceberg, now being passed by High Regard and Stimulus. One to Gala Echo, Boasting the rails from Loving Devotion, Star Sunrise, Scandia losing ground. And then comes blazing in Moral Victory second last, and forget about Thrifty Reserve. They're homeward bound. And Royal Handout shows the way. Abstinent a length away second. 1/3 High Regard. Stimulus on the inside looking to get clear, and then Gala Echo. Royal Handout shaken up by Rob Thompson at the 220. Leads Abstinent. Running off the track a bit is High Regard, but he's still battling on it. High Regard cutting down Royal Handout. Bly rides hard on High Regard. It gets the better of Royal Handout, followed by Boasting, but High Regard comes away, and High Regard has won it from Royal Handout. Then Boasting and Star Sunrise. Not much in it for third from Stimulus, Loving Devotion, Tip of the Iceberg, Abstinent, and then Scandia blazing in Moral Victory. Gala Echo second last, and Thrifty Reserve was last.
Numbers were 2, 4 and 1. The winner, number 2, High Regard. Second, 4, Royal Handout. And third, number 1, Boasting, as called by Ian Craig. And the winner, High Regard, to pay $2.60 and 90 cents. Second, Royal Handout, 85. And third, Boasting, 90 cents. Numbers 2, 4 and 1 in the third. In the fourth event
Out here, Pete. Beautiful. Let's have a look at the news. For the first time since the dawn of the atomic age 40 years ago, the superpowers have agreed to a plan to scrap nuclear weapons. Talks in Washington have resulted in agreement to abolish medium-range missiles. President Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev are expected to ratify the agreement at a summit later this year.
Dalmatitina, $2.40. Archivist, $1.55. The Quinella, $17. Trifecta paid $191.80. At the stalls in Adelaide, and moving into the barrier for the Adelaide Casino handicap over 1,100 metres. To be right, here's Ron.
Just about ready. The Adelaide Casino handicap racing now. Patchy start, absence of Malice a bit slow to begin with. Golden Mary and also Mr. Millionaire and Warfire slowly away. And as they get to the 200-metre mark on settling now, Shanty Gold just the leader. Regal Tour drives through on its inside to take up the running. True Sculptor and Mardisi are all there with Aladdin's Idol. In that pack too, but wide out off the track there was Princess Seymour. And so too was Our Midas jamming through with Warfire getting up on the rail. Linton Star was between runners. Then came Absence of Malice running into the race. About 2 to Swordfish. Stage Gown beaten for early speed. Mr. Millionaire, Golden Mary on the swing for home now, and that's True Sculptor the inside. Regal Tour moving around the outside. Aladdin's Idol, and even deeper off the track now. Princess Seymour goes up about 4 and 5 wide as a Shanty Gold goes between them, and further back behind them came Absence of Malice. Just ahead of it, Warfire, Linton Star. True Sculptor the leader at the 200 from Regal Tour. Shanty Gold trying hard, and so is Aladdin's Idol, but it's True Sculptor, Regal Tour, and now Shanty Gold and Linton Star. Regal Tour claims the leader. Shanty Gold coming at it with Aladdin's Idol. Regal Tour in front though, and Regal Tour wins. A length on the line to a Shanty Gold, nearly a dead heat third, Linton Star or Aladdin's Idol. Then True Sculptor, Mardisi. Stage Gown rocketed home, a big run. Then came behind that pack Warfire, followed then by Absence of Malice, a fair effort. Then came Our Midas, Swordfish, Golden Mary, Mr. Millionaire, and knocking up towards the tail, Princess Seymour.
7-3 in a photo as called by Ron, the winner, Regal Tour. Second placing a Shanty Gold, and a photo for third between Linton Star and Aladdin's Idol. And the winner, number 7, Regal Tour, should pay on the card. And let's take in Adawayne.
Be Precise stands up well. Light goes on, set, ready to jump. Go racing. Gold Jade began brilliantly near the inside. November Gold, Clary's Hope, Concord Stage drifting back. Lord Penn began okay. He's fourth on settling down on the inside of Al Jadati, who missed the kick but is now showing plenty of dash. Palomino Star settling third last. Plenty of pressure on, running to the first bend with 1,000 metres to go. Al Jadati